And our next guest is one of those Democrats who in recent days has conceded that policies on crime in D.C. advanced by Democrats over the years just aren't working.
That's right. Adam Smith, you see him there as a Democratic congressman from the state of Washington. He joins us now. Congressman, welcome back to American Agenda. Always great to have you with us. Your thoughts, are you aligned with some of your fellow Democrats who we just quoted about the positivity of what's happening in D.C. in terms of crime being significantly lowered?
There's one aspect of it that does trouble me, which I'll get to in a minute. But look, there is no question that crime has become a problem across the country in a number of different places. Now, statistically, it's worth pointing out that there are some red cities that also are experiencing a crime problem. But I've long been a critic of the approach that in my own area, in the Seattle-King County area. I mean, the Seattle City Council voted to defund the police by 50%. I think it was like 4 years ago. I don't think that approach works. I think the approach of sort of de-emphasizing personal responsibility and enforcement has been a major problem. And I've said that many, many times. I don't think it's the right position for Democrats to say crime isn't a problem worth worrying about. It is, and we need better policies. Now, we also need to make sure that the police are accountable. Remember, it was George Floyd's murder that kicked off a lot of this concern. In too many instances, the police are not accountable when they overstep their bounds or commit crimes themselves against citizens. So we need to make sure we do that. But look, I don't think an intelligent Democratic position is to say crime's not a problem. Why are we worrying about it? The caveat is the use of the U.S. military in terms of how we enforce domestic law. That's the aspect of it that concerns me. But yes, we need to take crime more seriously. And certainly the presence of law enforcement, accountability, prosecution is a part of how you reduce crime. I don't think that's even debatable.
Congressman, all right, so if it's not military, then who does it? Who makes the change? Who helps reset the mindset to try and correct some of that crime that we're talking about?
Domestic law enforcement. I mean, you can hire more police officers. And I totally agree with the point that I forget which one of you made it a moment ago, that because of the anti-police attitude in many areas, even areas that are waking up and saying, gosh, we do need more in law enforcement. I mean, we can change how they do their job. We can make sure that it's more community policing. There's a bunch of different things you can do, but you need law enforcement are struggling to hire them. And they're struggling to hire them because of the adversarial relationship that came to exist between the police in jurisdictions like Seattle, Portland, Chicago, and elsewhere. And that is creating a problem. So yeah, hire more domestic people, but sending in the United States Marines to Los Angeles, particularly in a situation where, frankly, there was not that much of a problem in the first place. You know, using the military for domestic law enforcement is a violation of the Constitution and deeply troubling. But yes, we need to enforce crime better.
Got to leave it there. Congressman Adam Smith, we appreciate you coming on.